$10,000 knife collection. It's here for you people today.
Als ik word letterlijk, ik maak geen grap hè, ik word letterlijk weggeklikt door
Ladies and gentlemen, Dutch Bushcraft Night, it is August again and it's time for a 2017 knife collection video.
A knife collection video, oh my god.
Yes, it's windy.
It's a very windy day, but we had to make this video today.
Because Mickey had beans yesterday.
You know, if you look at last year's knife collection, it is so small in comparison that what it will be this year. So we really want to take our time now and thank all you guys, everyone who has made this possible, and we want to really do a big shout out to Knives and Tools because they have been supportive for us from the beginning and even when we were not known at all.
Yeah.
So we really want to thank Knives and Tools.
Since 2014 people.
Yeah. And
there you go. There you go.
Please visit the site. We also have this week's recommendation.
There will be a lot of knives and all of these knives need to stay sharp, Mickey. We get a lot of questions.
How to keep those knives sharp for a low price.
And this week we're gonna recommend the Skerper Professional Series. This is the homemade brand or the home brand from Knives and Tools, but made by
a famous Japanese manufacturer.
Quality guaranteed, people. Quality guaranteed. Mickey, let's start with the knife collection.
But let's just start out with showing you guys the knives that are not worth
mentioning.
Look at last year's knife collection video, then we talk about this knife. This year we're going to talk about some
sick knives, new knives. And of course, we do not cover folders on this channel, so these are our folding knives.
We'll also make a few pictures, photographs of these knives so you can zoom in and see what it is. Link in the description. Anyway,
let's start by putting all the Mora knives on the table, but let's do it on a separate table than this, because
just
otherwise
a special Mora table.
A Mora table.
Like a big bang, baby, it'll turn your world inside out. I am a supernova, so come on and turn the light out. It'll be over soon. Try to slow me.
It has grown quite a lot since I've been at the Mora factory.
The only Mora that I just really want to take the time and say something about is the Mora Garbug, because it actually competes with all the other knives we have.
Yeah. And
all the Moras do that, by the way, but this one is actually, it's an actual full tang knife and it's great, and it has really blown my mind how good a knife for this price can be.
Yeah, agreed, Mickey, 100%.
People, the first big brand that we have ever bought was the Fallkniven brand.
Yeah, actually my first quality knife that I ever bought is this exact knife. It's the Fallkniven A1 in VG10. Yeah. It was the knife on which I started to learn bushcraft and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's it really is a treasure knife of mine, and it's used good. Okay.
One of the first Fallknivens that I ever wanted was the NL5, and we have a great moment on the video that I bought it as a surprise for Maarten. Feature 10 steel, great little knife, very expensive, but I really surprised Maarten with this knife. Very cool memory. So loving this knife.
I had the A1 in VG10. It was my favorite knife at the time.
Yeah.
So this one was one I just had to get. It's the A1 Pro in COS steel. It's bloody expensive.
Of course, the F1, and my F1 is a little bit shorter than a normal F1, as you can see.
Yeah, Mickey is the F0.8.
and you can check Knives and Tools channel out for that, because they custom made this one a little bit, because I broke the tip off. But great little knife.
Thank you, Chris.
And one of the best Fallknivens that we can recommend, probably.
Yeah.
One that really looks similar to the normal F1 is the F1D, and I made a handle for that myself, and it looks a little bit like a butt plug. And I removed the coating. Oh yeah, COS steel, nice.
And you have one with a custom handle, eh?
Yeah.
Well, I too have one with a custom handle. This one I just received 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I sent it to Staff Knives, and he really did a great job. He made a desert ironwood handle with mosaic pins on my F1 Pro. It was an bloody expensive knife, and now it's just a bloody expensive treasure knife. This really is an amazing looking knife now.
It's one of the best looking knives in our collection. This is the S1 Pro with COS steel as well. I modified the handle a little bit, made it smoother, got rid of the little bumps and that which are very uncomfortable in the hand. But I love this knife. Yeah, we got them all.
Darn it.
We got them all, bros.
This?
Got another
No, this is not a Fallkniven, but it looks much like a Fallkniven.
Oh yeah, just a
It's the Jagdkit. It's the Jagdkit from Sweden. It was a pretty decent knife. Yeah, putting it right here, next to its brothers from another mothers.
The next brand is the Patriot Manly, because this is a brand that we can probably, that we can really recommend for its price.
It really is a very good small knife for its price. Highly recommendable.
Yeah.
And which one do you have?
I only have one Patriot Manly. It's the one in CPM 154.
With walnut handle.
Walnut handle, very nice.
I too have one in CPM 154. In a black canvas micarta, because it's mine. I've got another one in D2 with a walnut handle. And this one I bought, but it's actually for my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it's also D2, and it has her name engraved into the spine. So yeah, really cool. Mickey, next knife. What is it? Bark River time, people.
Well, as you know, Bark River is one of our favorite brands in this world, and the perfect combination between a factory knife and a custom-made knife. Those two blend together, you get Bark River. So what is my first Bark River? It was the Bark River Gunny with 90C27 steel and lignum vat handle.
Now, I think it's really hard to get that wood nowadays.
Yeah, it's a really rare wood and used to belong to Virtual Vice.
I have a knife that used to belong to Virtual Vice as well, Mickey. It's the Bark River with orange G10 in A2 steel. I'm putting it right next to yours.
By 3V.
By 3V.
This is actually probably my favorite knife in my whole collection. Well, not anymore, but this used to be for years, and this is still definitely up there with the top 3. It's the you've seen it in the video, the best knife in the world. Link here.
Yeah.
And yeah, 3V, Scandi grind, Bark River, Gunny Scandi. Bless you, man!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my favorite Bark River is the whoa, it's a nasty knife. It's the Aurora in CPM 3V. Mine has a canvas handle, but recently I just had to buy another Aurora because it's my favorite knife, and I bought myself a treasure version of the Aurora.
Yeah, what a beautiful knife.
This one has mosaic pins. I have yet to sharpen it myself.
Can I just say something about the Aurora?
Yeah.
Considering it was your favorite knife, I thought I must buy this knife. So I did. I also ordered this knife, and I thought, oh, Impala horn, very cool. A bone handle. So I bought the same one, you know, and then all of a sudden I was reading my order, and it was already in Holland, and then I found out I bought the light version, Maarten. Nevertheless, I am very glad with it because it has a very different feel. It's a very light, and it isn't really that thin. So I'm quite glad with it actually. I spit on your normal knives. No, so Impala, very cool.
So suddenly I get 3 Auroras, and that's not all.
Yeah.
Because the Aurora and the Aurora 2, yeah, there's the 2 now.
Yeah.
They had sex, and there came the baby, Mickey.
Yeah.
And I bought that baby.
Shit, damn it.
Yeah. It's the Bark River Aurora Mini.
Yeah.
And this really feels like a very cool EDC knife. It has a hand filling handle, but I'm sure I will talk more about this knife in a future video.
Yeah. I've got another Bark River, and that is the Kalahari. Yeah, with A2 steel. So I'm not really liking its performance, but I do like it.
It's a cool knife.
Yeah, I modified it to look a bit more like the Bravo 1. Cool.
But I too have another I too have another, a pretty strange one actually. Yeah. This one is the Bark River, yes, Canadian Special. everything in Canada is square. And so is his handle, it's square. Actually never used a knife, but it's one of my sharpest in the collection.
Yeah. The Bark River Bushcraft.
Yeah, a really, really lovely knife.
With rosewood, also bought this from Visual Vice. He's my best friend.
I bought this knife from Visual Vice as well, yeah.
And I'm loving this body knife. It's a great competitor to the Gunny Scandi.
Yeah.
It's also Scandi and the same 3V steel. I love 3V, man.
Actually, you can't buy the Gunny Scandi right now, and this one is a good substitute.
Yeah.
And maybe one of the most famous bark rivers in the world, people.
Yeah.
It's the Bravo one.
Oh my god! Anyway, I've got something pretty interesting. Because this ain't a real bark river. It's a Northwoods knife, but it is made at the same place, so I consider it a bark river as well.
Yeah.
And Elmex too.
It actually has a very thin handle, right? And a hidden tang.
Yeah, haven't used it at all.
But it's a very cool knife.
Yeah, and it is also good probably. I don't know.
The Gunny Elmex!
Yeah, I also have one, man.
First production run, I really had good experiences with mine. I actually use it quite a lot in a year, so I'm very happy with mine. Yeah. I would suggest liners if you have larger hands though.
Yeah, me too.
So these were our bark rivers, Mickey.
Yeah, then of course we have a Benchmade.
A Benchmade, yes.
We set it on fire. It's an okay knife. We're not a big fan of that handle. And but we made a video about it, so you can see our whole pin linky.
Blade shape is actually great. Putting it right there.
We just don't like a V-edge.
Another a popular American knife is perhaps the Tops BOB. This one is in 154 cm. This really is a beast, a destruction beast, just like another American knife that I'm going to show you, which is the beast in a suit. The
God, it's loose!
The BK2, a crow ball with an edge.
Also very popular in America.
Yeah.
It's the cold steel, probably the only one I quite like. Made a video about it as well, so check it out.
Just a real user.
Yeah.
Mickey, let's talk about Enzo knives. We have some Enzo knives.
Well, my Enzo is the Enzo Trap
CPM S30V.
Yeah.
And the S30V has actually been replaced with Elmex. And this actually is one of the cheapest options to get yourself an Elmex knife.
Yeah, very good. Oh, very, very recommendable.
Your first Enzo, Mickey.
Oh yeah, okay, let's talk about that. My first Enzo, yeah. It's in 01 steel, probably the only knife I have in 01 steel. I don't really like 01 because it rusts pretty fast, and we live in quite a wet environment. Yeah. But it's a pretty good steel, very nice to sharpen. Yeah. My first Enzo, very
really special. Dependable on the heat treatment. I also have one in Curly Birch 01, but I also have one in N690. It's the cheaper version, the cheaper stainless version of the Elmex. Yeah. But just spend a little bit more, get the Elmex. That's my opinion. But hey, the Hultafors, a brand like Mora, same price quality ratio, a little bit less known. The Mora OK4, and I think this is called the Hultafors Craftsman. €4, people. Mickey, I also have another knife who looks like Mora, in a little bit higher price ratio.
One of the most popular knives
it's
around.
Let's rape that name again. Terevia Yakari Puukkos. Mine is very dirty and rusty at the moment, but yeah, it's just a beta, it's a real user. But yeah, it's a great knife for €50, really is. Let's talk about this brand, which you also don't have because you just have such a puny knife collection.
Jesus
this is a Lion Steel M4, and no people, it's not an M4 steel. This is an M390 steel, and it actually only costs €160.
Yeah.
It's one of the cheapest super steel knives you can get from the factory. So this is the M4. I also have the M5, which is in Sleipner steel, very decent steel, easy to sharpen.
Yeah.
Nylox Lion Steel knife. Yeah, great EDC knife. It's the Gerber
Bear Grylls
knife. Yeah, it's the
ultimate survival knife, isn't it?
This actually was given to us by a subscriber, and yes, we still have to make a video about it because we are going to destroy this knife.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm gonna place it right here. And then I have another knife, Mickey, from the factory. It's the TBS ball. The Toyokuni mountain stream knife.
Yeah, that's very beautiful. It's your pigeon skinner.
It is the steel wheel gecko. It has a weird look. Forgotten crab knife. Forgotten crab knife. Hey!
Whoa, my God! Whoa! I want to talk about those custom bloody knives.
Bloody custom knives. Yeah.
Okay.
Treasure. There is no room for our custom knives anymore.
Yeah, we will find room.
Okay.
We have, first of all, let's start with the knife from Bearded Blade Works. He actually he just reached out to us and asked us if he could make a knife for us. Of course, we love that people if people do that. And it's a 3V knife designed to what he thought that we would like, and he was right.
It's called the Hollander, right?
Yeah.
Of the Netherlands.
The Hollander.
The Hollander, yeah.
It means the Dutchman in Dutch. And great knife, great performance, great geometry, great everything.
Awesome knife.
I forgot a factory knife. It is the Wild Steer knife. Yeah, the knife that changed. Pretty dirty. Okay, this is a guy. Yeah, we made a video called Knife on Steroids about Dyalla knives. He makes knives in this exceptional great steels, vanadium 4E. This is K390 steel. There is no one else who makes knives out of this steel that I know of.
This
custom made.
This is a standard model of his custom knives, and this is actually a custom model which we designed ourselves, and
called
he made it.
DBK. The
DBK knife. Just ask him about the DBK knife. Let me just say, the price on these ones, exceptionally.
You won't get such a good steel for such a low price. Let me just tell you that.
You have another Dyalla knife, Mickey.
Yeah, I have another one. And there's also another one coming your way, because we can't get enough of these knives. It is also a Dyalla knife, I don't know what its name. It's in Elmax. Great knife, handmade, piece of art. And it's just, this guy is a monster because he poops out these knives in just such a short period of time. and also very low price for a custom maker for crazy steels. And this next knife is from Pete Isaac. Yeah. Which I just started.
You ruined the handle.
I ruined the handle a little bit, but I am gonna fix that and make a nice handle for it as well. And,
very lovely finish knife. It actually came with a mirror polish. Let me just tell you about this knife. These two knives actually. Yes. These are custom made, Mickey. Yeah. For us. And this really is a kind gesture, because this boy forged these knives. He made these knives for us, and he's only 13 years old. So I think it's a really cool gift. Thank you, Noah. Thank you very much, Noah.
Then we go, and this honestly has to be the prettiest knives in our collection, like by far. It's unbelievable, the craftsman of this man. And this is also just personal taste, because some of you will absolutely adore the Dyalla knives, and so do we. But we just love the puukkos design.
Yeah. But these are not cheap, Mickey.
No,
these are not
these
cheap.
are not cheap. And they're great.
You are talking about a Lanica puukko. Look at this, people. This one has a birch bark handle. I mean, how unique is a birch bark handle?
This knife maker has on its own changed my whole view of knives.
This one is an M4.
This one is CPM 4V. Crazy super steels, a puukkos, traditional Finnish design. And he makes them by hand to perfection, ladies and gentlemen. Perfection! It's another one. Oh, I mean, I can never have enough of these knives.
Walnut!
One with walnut handle, CPM 10V.
10V, that's a crazy
steel. It's unbelievable. It's shaking in my hand. I cannot control it.
I still have another custom knife.
This is one of our latest videos.
Yeah, it's custom, but it's a standardized model. It's the Maartens Lookout.
And this hasn't got a super steel, but this is D2, and the heat treat on this steel is extremely good. Oh yeah. So these are actually our favorite knives at the end.
There's one more custom knife.
Oh yeah.
It's from Las Rosa Monterey knife. The name is crazy, people. It's the honey badger, and honey badger doesn't care if it chops through a nail or a screw. Yeah. Honey badger just doesn't care.
Also CPM 3V. Very cool, because this knife is such a simple design, but it feels so comfortable.
It has one of the best handles, actually.
Yeah. So,
alright, ladies and gentlemen.
So we have a whole table. Ladies and gentlemen, we needed 3 tables for this whole knife collection. This is just stupid. We needed 1 table, especially for the Mora. 1 table for the knives that we didn't thought they were worth mentioning, and we needed 1 table for our valuable knives, and this is probably well over 10,000 euros of knives. Like, honestly, it wasn't even clickbait. We feel really sad This might be the reason that I haven't got a girlfriend at the moment. But I have got a cool knife collection.
So ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you liked this video. Of course the new knife collection video is coming up next year.
Yeah.
But Mickey, let's give these viewers an overall view of all these knives. Check out the photos that we made. You can zoom in a little bit on them.
Yeah,
And
we will also post all these pictures on Instagram. By the way, if you don't follow us on Instagram, start following. What are you waiting for?
because you're gonna see a lot of these knives and a lot of pictures with us and these knives on Instagram.
Yeah. And if you want to see some individual pictures of knives, follow Maartens Lookout.
Maartens Lookout, that's me.
Also check us out on Facebook and Patreon if you want to be the one who supports us. And yeah, just another shout out to Knives and Tools, because yeah, without their support we couldn't make so many knife videos every week and keep doing that, because this is actually my one of my main jobs actually.
Yeah.
Because I'm a crazy rock star as well. Yeah.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen.
Want to say?
There isn't anything more to say. Hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah.
See you next year with our next knife collection, where we will probably need 10 tables.